Hey y'all, welcome to the 2023 Emerald Coast Boat and Lifestyle Show. If you follow Chasin the Sun, y'all have seen me on this 25 Dorado all over the Gulf of Mexico, up and down the bays, along the beaches. But the time always comes to build a new boat. And so that's what I'm doing right now. As we speak, I have Conch building me a 27 Conch. I'm supposed to go pick that boat up in a few weeks, but while I'm here at the boat show, I've been going through with all our local dealers and manufacturers and kind of picking out all the stuff I'm going to outfit this new boat with. This boat's only 3 years old, but in the last 3 years, so many things have come on the market. I never would have dreamed up when I built this boat that 3 years later I would be rigging it out differently. Because when I built this boat, I built it to be the best hybrid style boat on the market. And honestly, I think I did a pretty good job because that was it. But engines have gotten bigger, technology's come along. So I'm going to show y'all a few features that I'm going to be putting on my new 27 Conch that are going to blow your mind. We're all familiar with trim tabs, right? Okay, trim tabs, look right here, little tab on the back of the boat. And as you're riding, you push this tab down, pushes the bow down. You can control them independently, and you can control the ride attitude of your boat, right? We've been using trim tabs, I have, on every boat I've had through most of my guide career. Seakeeper has created this system called the Seakeeper Ride, and what it does, it replaces your old traditional trim tabs. And this is what it looks like right here. It's gonna basically attach to your transom. And this plate right here is going to move up and down independently on either side, like up to 100 times a second, to keep your boat riding level and riding as smooth as possible. And the people out here that I've talked to that have actually ridden on boats that have the Seakeeper Ride system installed, they said it's just a game changer altogether. If you put traditional trim tabs on your boat, you're wasting your time and money. I'm going to show y'all some of the cool new technologies we're going to have on this 27 Conch. One of them is going to be a Seakeeper. And if you're not familiar with Seakeeper, High Seas Marine Stabilizers is our local dealer here. Do y'all sell them all over, Raj?
All over.
All over. So if you want one, look up High Seas Marine Stabilizers and they can get one of these Seakeepers in your boat. And I'm going to show y'all what it does right here, okay? It is a gyro that when your boat's rocking, it's going to slow down that movement. And this is a quick demonstration of what it does here. All right, we're splashing water out. But if you notice, that boat moves one way, up and down. That's two ways, isn't it? The Seakeeper was created for just that, to keep your boat from rocking side to side. Obviously, it's going to float up and down with the waves, which is a good thing. So we want to stay on top of the waves. When they built these units originally, they were kind of targeted towards bigger boats, bigger sport fishers, which is something y'all do regularly, right?
Absolutely. We do a lot of.
What's the biggest boat y'all put a Seakeeper on?
Us personally, we've done a 76 is the biggest boat we've done, but I mean the 92 Vikings.
Yeah, but that gives you an idea of the size boats that these were designed for. Well, people like me, I mean, if I'm on a 25 or 30 foot boat, I don't want it rocking around either. So Seakeeper's built this size number 1, and what's the size rating for that?
Up to 30 feet. Smallest boat they've done so far is an 18.
Okay, so 18 to 30 feet, and you can basically have your boat just sit still in those rough sea conditions. You know, one of the things I'm most proud about building this boat, it's not that I'm building my dream boat, it's not that I'm building the coolest boat in the world, it's the fact of how much local talent I'm using to build this. Everything from my tower on there, that's gonna be built locally. That trailer, High-Tech Marine Trailers, that's built right here in Panama City. We got a local company, JBP Marine, Jet Boat Pilot, and they manufacture all kinds of stuff, but they're gonna be doing some marine mat work on the new 27 Conch. Pretty much all boats have upholstery somewhere, and I always like upholstery like on my leaning post, but I try to avoid as much of it as possible because let's face it, you're gonna have to clean it, you're gonna have to replace it every year or two, depending on how much you use it. And that's why I always try to find a closed cell foam to use like marine mat, and that way I don't have to deal with it because that stuff lasts forever. Of course, if you're wondering what electronics I'm gonna put on the new 27 Conch, I mean, it's kind of a silly question because I've run Humminbird stuff on every boat that y'all have ever seen me on, right? But the real question is, what Humminbird electronics am I gonna put on there? This right here, that's a 16 Apex. And the most exciting part about the new build in my electronics category is the fact that, see that screen right there? That's a lot of real estate. Well, I'm gonna put 2 of them side by side. So my entire dash from one side to the other is gonna have 2 of these screens. Luckily that console's a little wider because I'm sure y'all looking here right now saying 2 of them screens ain't gonna fit on there. but on the console's just wide enough where I'm gonna squeeze two of these 16-inch apexes side by side. And that's a lot of screen space for a center console. If you're familiar with that 27 Conch name, my first thought always goes back to the TV show, The Spanish Fly. Jose Wahebe, probably the greatest saltwater fisherman, in my opinion, that ever walked the face of the earth. It's who I grew up idolizing as a fisherman. That's the boat he started that show with, was that 27 Conch. And it's for a lot of the same reasons that I want to build that boat. It's because it's kind of good at everything. You can use it inshore, tarpon fishing, red fishing. You can fish offshore, blue water fishing, and anything in between. The funny thing was that boat was pretty much always run with twin outboard. You know, on a really big center console, hey, I get it. We're gonna run 2, 3, 4 outboards, you know? And on a big sport fisher, we're gonna run diesel inboards. On my boat right now, I have a single 300 Yamaha. There's that middle ground where you don't know if you can run it on a big single outboard or if you need to go to twins. And sure enough, it's funny to see out at the boat show this year how many of this mid-size center console boat is being run on a single 425.
The 425, all new, XTO, awesome performance with the Yamaha. They've been absolutely excellent for us, great sellers. You know, the few that we still have available are, very, as you would know, very hard to get. They've been an awesome motor for us with all the new exhaust, all the new steering, everything on it. You know, if you haven't got one, you should hurry up and get out here and get one.
I'm gonna put one of these on my 27 Conch. As a matter of fact, I already have it here at Legendary Marine. So as soon as I get that 27 Conch into Panama City Beach, it's gonna have one of them puppies right there, bolted on the back. Well, everybody's starting to wrap up here at the 2023 Emerald Coast Boat and Lifestyle Show. This place has been jamming, and I'm glad y'all got to come along for a little bit. Follow along with this build, because I'm gonna take this boat basically right here that I've had so much fun. We've made so many TV shows on here, and I'm gonna add 2 feet on, make it a foot wider, make a bigger motor on the back, and make the baddest hybrid style center console you've ever seen.